Says the stream is live. I guess we're on your channel.
Well, maybe it is. I had it set for unlisted before that. We'll see.
It says yours. I can't. My eyesight's bad. It says Mr. Webcam Views, and then it's got my name over.
Yeah, that's it. Just the both of us going here. Well, like you said, you can do it. Just try it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because I don't know how much of this StreamYard is free when you just go and use it. I didn't sign into it as far as reading anything or agreeing to pay anything or anything like that. So I guess more will be revealed.
Right.
It's like $20 a month or $30 a month if you do it. But I don't see myself streaming live that much anyway. So
yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what to do or nothing. It's just like it's up to you. Whatever you want to think justifies doing it. Because that is, I mean, it's not a lot, but it is. After a while, it kind of adds up.
Yeah,
little pieces here and there, add up to a big chunk.
You got that right. So I already pay for Adobe Photoshop because I do at work. I use Photoshop for making a lot of my tattoo designs and whatever. Yeah, stencils. So that's like a fee per month, and then I got Adobe Rush Premiere. That's the stuff I do all the editing with, and that's another chunk. And then it gives you, when you do that, you get an amount of web space that you can use as well. So some storage, just not too bad. But like you say, if you're not making money at this, why would you invest so much money into it? So
the camera equipment by itself is just
I just got a Hero 11 in the other day, 2 days ago, I think. And because one of my cameras, you remember that short that I posted, had that ding 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 for the
audio.
The audio, yeah, it went all haywire and just making an awful noise.
Yeah, it would sound like a jackhammer or something.
Yeah, that's what it was exactly. Well, it finally crapped the bed the other day, and I don't know I can't get it. It'll turn on. I can maybe record for a second or two, then it shuts off, turns on, shuts off, turns on all by itself. And the power button's really hard to push in, like it goes real far in and so I think maybe something is just shorted or jacked up in that, I don't know if it's fixable.
There ain't no telling. I was looking on Amazon, not that I got the money to buy anything with, but I was just looking. They got more of those Hero 4s on there for $130 that's been rebuilt.
Yeah.
I don't know if, get what you get when you buy something like that. You may get a good one, you might not, but I thought, for $130, that's not too bad.
Not at all. No, it's decent. You'd probably rather have something with some stabilization, but that's just being picky. Man, I know as long as you get a decent view and some good audio and you're recording your ride, can't beat that.
This is the helmet I used today was Miss Harris's helmet. And it's got, you can't tell it because I got this on there, but it's got a little bit more of a peak to it.
Oh yeah.
And I've got all this wire on here, but I was quoting you. This thing's got 400 miles worth of wire on it.
Yeah.
But it's got more of a peak to it. So when I was doing the videos today, I got a good angle, I got good audio, and I'm just waiting for it to upload. So maybe this time next week. Please stand by.
Yeah, man. So when you did your moto vlogs, yesterday?
Done them
you did
morning.
A couple of them this morning too. How did you use the external power? You didn't have a way to hook up to that yet. You were using just your battery and a microphone battery that's already in the Hero. Yeah.
Yeah, just the battery I have with it. I ain't used that big battery you got me on there yet. I'm going to use it when I go further distances, but
yeah,
I just basically went around when I'm going around town. I'm really appreciative of that battery, but when I'm going around town, I was just like, it ain't no more further than I'm going around town. That battery should hold up for that. If I'm going further distance, I'm definitely going to use that because I talk about it. I'm going to build it up so much, and everybody's going to be let down if it's not spectacular. But
Nice.
definitely when I go on my what I call my memorial ride, it's right around a 3-hour ride, give or take. So yeah,
Right.
definitely be using that bigger battery.
Yeah, that's what that cord is going to help you do, because you need the 2 cords to have external battery and your microphone.
Right.
So
Yeah, it plugs in the back there. In the
right.
back that
Yep.
does it goes in
No.
there. I found that little pouch today. It's a throttle lock. What came in it,
How neat
and
was that?
I found that I was going to buy one off Amazon. I was looking for a place to put my not laptop, but the tablet and all my cords and everything. I was looking for a place to carry it so I could take it to Bird Mama's, and it fell out, and I was like, well, shoot, far. Let's see if the battery will fit in there. Well, it does. Well, I'm going to use that so I can clip it to my shirt or to my jacket.
Yeah.
Whichever one. These glasses the other day, man, broke on me, so now I got to get new glasses too. I've carried these glasses in my pocket for 4 years in my case. I always put them in this case and stick it in my jacket pocket, and I've never had them break.
Yeah.
For the last 4 years, I've done that for, like I said, and they broke the other day. Now I got to go get me some more glasses.
That was you that was talking about broken glasses, and how? Because I was about to say somebody else mentioned that their glasses broke. I don't know. Maybe it was Sterling that added into the conversation on it that something about broken glasses. But
well,
I guess that was you, huh?
Yeah, I'm using. I always use these. These are my nighttime riding glasses, but I have to use them during the day because my other riding glasses have gotten so scratched up and that I can't see through these anymore. They're so scratched. So I always just wear those. I wear these all the time in the daytime and the night. They help her okay at night. I'm about blind, and I always, like I said, I've always stuck these in that case. I stick them in the case, stick them in my pocket, going down the road. And if I need them, I pull them out. Never had a problem with them. And I guess it's just, these are about 20 years old, so I guess it just finally decided for them to break.
So you got a prescription when you ride as well, or?
Yeah. These are all prescription sunglasses.
Oh,
I only got one eye. This one over here don't work. Only this one. It's weird that I'm right-handed and my left eye works and my right eye don't work at all. If you think about it, in theory, I ain't supposed to be able to ride a motorcycle because it's supposed to screw your balance up if you ain't got sort of good, 2 of them working anyway.
Yeah.
I've been riding with one. Maybe I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I've been riding with one. I was talking to Julie before I come on here with you, and she's getting her permit.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I told her, just ride. I said, sit you go and ride to that every day. And I said, then after you do that for a week, I said, ride you an extra mile. And then every week, add another mile to it. And I said, before you know it, you'll be out riding like that. Says she's got to go. She wants to go to Iowa. And she says, it's a 5-hour ride. I chew it off in a little bit of chunks. Ain't no sense in going out there and trying to go full hog with it. Don't. But I think she's gonna get it. I know she will. I got confidence in her. She got her a little 450 Honda. I said I don't know how. I've never rode one that small on the interstate. I imagine it'd do some screaming going up the interstate.
Yeah.
It probably put on up there, but I wouldn't expect it to take off. Now you're live. It says on YouTube.
Yeah, I switched it from unlisted to public. I thought we was public this whole time after, because like I said, I have no idea how this StreamYard works, and I've never done this, so.
I didn't know. People's been asking me, was I going to go live today? And I've been at my nephew's birthday party, so I was sitting there fixing to I wasn't going to go live today, but I don't mind help somebody out. I've tried to help people out.
Yeah, man, I thank you. I've been wanting to try this for a while. We did it the other day, but I've never done it on the.
Yeah, I did it on the phone. I think it's been a week or two since you went live on mine. I can't remember.
I know it. Yeah, that took a while for that to load up for you too, like about 2 days, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Mama's Wi-Fi in this phone. I might as well be using this phone. Whenever I was uploading anything on this one, it took it 2 or 3 days for it to upload. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that nothing don't happen to that. And I'm not saying she's gonna mess with her or anything, but if it accidentally don't upload, then I'm gonna have to go through her, and I'm gonna have to remember what I wrote in the description, what I wrote down on the title. I can't remember all that. I'll forget something, but I guess it doesn't matter if I forgot it. It's not important because I didn't know what I forgot to write down anyway. But I'm supposed to be 3 videos coming out. Supposed to be.
Yeah.
I wrote I rode a lot. Well, it wouldn't have been that far around town. What made the video longer was because I was sitting there and this lady kept flirting with me at the gas station. And
oh yeah, did you get that on the camera too?
I did.
All right.
She jumped. Hey, beat it all, dude. She was from Knoxville, Tennessee. She's from Knoxville, Tennessee, going down to what she calls Sandblast, Florida. Yeah. I've never even heard of it. And her husband was in the truck with her, and she left him in the truck, come over and talk to me on the motorcycle. I was like, wait a minute.
They're setting you up, man.
They set me up for something. I was like, what?
I know.
She kept on coming over and talking to me, and she was asking me about the GoPro, first one thing, another. I was like,
yeah.
But that's what took the longest on the video because I stood in there and MapCo slows everything. And went in and then I got behind this truck. It was, I laugh at 4-wheel vehicles. They go down the curve and they're going 20 miles an hour down the road, and then they slam on their brakes whenever they go around a curve. I mean, you're going 20, and I don't believe you're going to fly off the curve. You guys, come on. I had to go all the way down in second gear. I seem to pick some of the best mountain roads to ride right when there's traffic.
Yeah.
And but anyway, it is what it is. I took a little short road out there today, and I found another one I want to go down and explore, but I don't know. Here in Alabama, you better stay. Some of these back roads don't. If you go down there, you might not come out. But I kind of want to go see where that road comes out because I can't remember. I used to know where it goes, but it's been 20 years since I rode down there, and I got a couple different rides planned. One road I want to go down to see if they've even put pavement on it. There's one road that down here. It always happens when I never record anything. It was back last year, year before last, when I was riding down it. It was all the way downhill, steep mountain road. They poured gravel down there, didn't tar it, just throw loose gravel on it. And then I was behind either a dump truck or a garbage truck. It was some kind of big truck. I can't remember. But I remember I rode down that steep mountain behind that without running him over on gravel all the way down to the bottom. Gravel, nothing but pure gravel, loose gravel road, blue gravel all the way to the bottom of it. And I was like, I'm going to try to ride that again, see if they ever paved it.
You must have sucked that motorcycle seat up, you know where.
Well, I mean, you know how it goes when you ride a motorcycle. You get on something like that, you're like, well, I'm too far in it now to back out.
Yeah.
I'm committed now.
Yeah, you talk about total focus up here. Every little thing, you're like, trying to keep it cool. And
especially down there because it was steep and there's woods on both sides. And I said, whatever y'all do, Bambi, you stay in the woods and don't get over here. I ain't got time for you.
Yeah, man.
I ain't got time for Bambi to come out here and play in the road. The bad thing about going up to Little River Canyon and riding around there is the tourist up there has fed the deer so much that the deers act like dogs.
Yeah.
They'll come up to you now and want food and they'll butt you in the head. I've had them come up on the motorcycle and start licking me on the helmet and stuff. I was like, man.
Geez, that's real friendly.
Oh, these deers right there, they'll walk up to you just like a dog. I mean, they won't petted, they won't food because the tourists keep feeding the things apart. They got signs, do not feed the wildlife, but yeah.
I was just going to say that I'm sure people be feeding them.
They feed them so bad up there that, like I say, I tell everybody, say, Alabama deer be different. They'll stand in the road and go out, what you doing? This is my highway.
Yeah.
They ain't going to move, but I'm wanting to get up there to the Little River Canyon and I want to get up. I got a couple of different rides planned now since I got the battery pack and I got the GoPro and get some get that SD cards and everything. I didn't even check the mail when I got home today, so it might be in the mailbox down there, but I'm not going out tonight down there to.
That'd probably take at least 3 to 5 days. I don't know how long it takes for mail anymore.
I don't either.
It's very rare.
I was waiting on that package from Canada. Been waiting on it a month, and they misspelled something on it, and they instead of just sending it on up here, which never made no sense to me. I got mail that day, and they seen that it had the right name on there, but instead of bringing it on up here and sending it with the rest of the mail, they sent it all the way back to Canada. Made sense to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but It'll get here when it gets here. That other helmet that red helmet's got a little bit more of a flatter front on it, so I mean, I don't.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
that's
got
a
as
good
much of
looking
a
helmet.
peak, and I think that's what was tilting the angle down. But
Yeah,
to me, it looked like that camera was pointed at the sun. I said, "Man, I'll blind all of you. I'm gonna be singing 'Children of the Sun,'" and but I had it tilted up I was like, "Man, I got the angle right. I got the audio good."
Alan Parsons Project. That's what
Yeah,
you're talking about. That song, huh? Children of
"Children
the
of the
Sun.
Sun." I
Yeah.
know a lot of
Gosh,
old songs. I grew up with my uncle. He's just
I've-
he's the same age as you. He's just 13 years older than me, and I grew up
yeah.
working on hot rods with him and listening to music. Everything. Had me into all that. I had another one today. I can't think of it. I was singing. Yeah. I told everybody on that video today, I said, you got Motorbomb to thank for this. I said, y'all wanted audio. You got the audio now. You're going to get to hear everything.
Yeah, man. I couldn't stand it no more. I said, man, just get you some damn audio, so we can hear what you're saying, because I know you love going out there and, doing the video, taking the ride, having something to put up on your channel. And
y'all missed my hit. It would have been a smash. I don't even remember it. I was singing something about tailgate. Don't tailgate me or something. I'm all the time making up songs in my head or something.
Yeah.
Whatever's in I don't have a switch that goes, you shouldn't be saying that, because it goes straight through my head, right on out my mouth. It's pretty funny today. It probably is all disjointed because my videos are chopped up, so it may not make no sense, but it'll make sense to somebody. I can't say if anybody's watching this on here. I don't know if they are or
not. Yeah. I don't know if you got to hit your chat thing. That's what I didn't know this whole time either. That's why I saw comments up here. I thought, oh, well, let's hit that. And I didn't see nobody there. So I said, I must have to change it from unlisted to live. And so that's what we did. We got Rolling Throttle on here. We had Ramblin' Man, Moto, and Drone, who said he just stopped in to see how things were going and looking. Let's see, what did
I was thinking about that other channel you recommended me. I ain't seen him on mine in a minute. What was it, Chestnut Tin Man?
Oh yes, yeah, him too. I thought you was talking about that Burroughs, the guy that was from your state.
Yeah, Burroughs come on here the other day.
Asked
me if I was in what part of the state I was in, and I'm in Fort Payne.
Yeah.
I always tell people, they go, where in the world's Fort Payne? Because really, if you're in Alabama, they only know three, four places. They either know Mobile, Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, and that's about it. Yeah. Everybody else goes, what else is in Alabama? I say, well, have y'all heard the country music group? Oh, yeah. Well, that's where I'm from.
Home. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'll argue with somebody over there. I still think that's one of the greatest Southern rock songs ever written, when Alabama did the My Home's in Alabama.
Yeah.
I can't say that nobody on my chat. When I pull up chat, it just wants me to text in it.
Really? Yeah. You don't show nobody who's talking or nothing, huh? That's something. No. It should. It does on mine, but like I say, you're hooked up to. Well, no, it should. Yeah, it should do that. Doesn't matter if we're PC to PC or PC to phone, because I've been on my phone and, say like watch Sterling. So I saw him like, man, that one guy, Wheelburn or whatever, them two were talking today. And I said, man, you don't even have to be a trucker. You can get interested in some of their conversation. It's so really good people, down to earth, man. I was really impressed with that live stream today. I watched it a good hour or two after I got home.
I've been, like I said, I've been at his birthday party today, so I've missed out on a bunch of things. I think Shade Tree even had a live stream going today where he was giving away that motorcycle.
Rolling Throttles in West Virginia.
I think you watched Shade Tree. He was giving away that Honda for the raffle bike today. They was giving away a Honda something.
Oh yeah, it's got like 4 or 6 that got the pipes that come out the front, and
I think it's an inline 6-cylinder or something like that.
Yeah. Interesting bike for sure.
Those old bikes are nice to own, and I'm not knocking them. I like the older stuff myself, but but this getting so dogging hard to even find parts for anything like that anymore. It's mine. I'm hoping that That's even the hardest thing I'm finding for mine is trying to keep tires on it because they're starting quitting making that size for that particular bike.
For the one you got now?
Yeah,
Really?
I had to hunt. It took me forever to find those. I finally found some Dunlops for it.
Yeah.
It took me over 2 years to find some tires in that size.
Yeah, you want to probably really like check the dates on those tires too. If they're so hard, they could have been around for 5, 6, 8 years, laying somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Get
Yeah,
already old when you get them.
Right. Metzler, they used to carry the Metzler 888s in that size, but now they quit carrying them. But them Dunlops are pretty good from so far. Knock on wood. I meant to talk about that in the video today, but I didn't. I did talk about the Honda Shadows. That dude, my neighbor down here has got that Harley of his up for sale. He said he wants $13,000 for it. It's 2015. I don't even know what kind it is anymore. I forgot. But it's a 2015. He wants $13,000 for it.
Right.
He said he can't swing the payments on it anymore. Payments is $900 a month. I said, dude, I can't swing it.
Wow.
I wasn't even thinking about trying to pay for $900 a month.
No.
I didn't count your insurance or nothing. I wasn't.
I'm trying to remember when I got my Dyna in 2015. It was like $320 or $40 for 6 years? I think it was 6 or 7 years.
Brown Chicken was telling me you could go up there to Wisconsin and get motorcycles up there, Harley Davidsons, for almost next to nothing. He said they're cheap up there.
Yeah, short riding seasons.
I just wonder how much rust I got in one of those sitting up there because that's. I ain't saying everybody would ride in the salt, but I ain't saying they wouldn't either.
There's some of them that do, and my cousin was telling me about that because he's still up there in Minnesota, and I talk to him just about every day. And like one of his relations was going to go take his out early because it'd be great to get out there early, even if it's cold. And he says, I won't do it because you got to get a couple good rains to get that salt off that road because you get salt up in your wiring and in your little joints, and it starts catching up with you and corroding real bad. I know that's probably what happened to my Endeavor. Remember I told you when I had to change the whole subframe out that holds
because it rotted out.
Yeah, I mean, it was totally. I hit the gas, I'd sway this way, and I'd let off on the gas, I'd sway over that way, and I was like, there's something wrong. I got under there and looked at it, and that was just completely rusted out. Sick bastard is with us.
Josh Harris was telling me about a friend of his brought him a motorcycle, said the motor needed to be rebuilt on it, and he went to pull the motor out of it, and it came from up north, and the frame was rusted half in two. Yeah. He said, I think you need more than a motor rebuild.
Well, I know my problems were like, I fish all the time. So when I back my boat into a lot of these reservoirs probably it's the rivers because they're brackish. So you got a certain amount of salt. It's not like seawater, but right. Brackish, it's enough. And I'm pretty sure that's, because I get in there pretty far. And if it holds water inside that tubing for how long, I'm sure that's what rusted it out.
They said I watched that bearded mechanic today, and he was showing a bike on there where that had that ethanol fuel in it, where it just it was eating the gas line from the inside out. And that's another thing on my video today. You can tell, or y'all can't, but I can. When that bike today, like never made it up the mountain after I put ethanol in it. I told you at bike protest if you put ethanol in it. I put ethanol in that thing today, and I was going up the mountain. I said, come on. I had to go all the way down to first gear and just taking feather the throttle so it would get on up the mountain because there's like a switchback that you have to go up. I said, doggone ethanol fuel. If I had regular non-ethanol in it, it'd eat that mountain up and go. But since I put ethanol in it today, that thing like a tractor.
That makes that big a difference, huh?
I thought for a minute it was going to die. It was going to die out on me. It was coughing, sputtering, and backfiring. It was mad. Yeah. It's like, what did you feed me? It reminds me of that fish stick commercial. What are you trying to feed me, mince fish? It hates ethanol. God, that bike hates ethanol. Do not put ethanol in it.
Right.
But I mean, I was down here in town. I didn't have enough gas. I have to go all the way up to Rainsville. And the other day I stopped and got a fifth of gas. I didn't even know that was possible, but I got a fifth of a gallon. And I didn't have enough to get the range blown. I was like, I said, I'm going to have to get this old Mapco gas. And it let me know that it hated it. As soon as I took off up the mountain where it had to do a little bit of pulling, I was like, it's not going to make it.
No.
I thought for sure it was fixing to quit in that switchback. If you watch the video real close, you'll see what I'm talking about. That thing. Come on.
Well, it's still uploading, so we're going to see that one, right?
Oh, yeah, there's 3 of them that's going to upload.
Yeah,
but I did do y'all a favor because I didn't lace them together. I did you a favor. If you watch one video, it says start the video here. And then the next one will say, this is part 2. And then I got, this is number 3. So if you watch them in succession, you should be, I mean, even if you don't, it's still made a decent video. I mean, but you're probably not going to know what I'm talking about. Like, most people, I mean, you ain't necessarily going to know what I'm talking about anyway, because I don't make a lot of sense. But at least that way, it's kind of cohesive.
That's why we're chatting together, man. I'm right there with you. That's all good. Yeah, Sick, you can't see no comments then or nothing, huh? Sick was saying something.
I can't see the comments now.
Yeah, and he can see them. So you're Sick is. I'm sure he's on his phone too. I don't know. Maybe he's on the computer. I don't know if that makes a difference, but you usually can see comments when you watch live streams on your phone, right?
If I pull up the comments, I can't see you anymore.
Oh.
It says.
I see. So you can do it.
Yeah, I can do it, but if I can pull them up to read it, and let's see.
Right.
I might can.
I think Sig just said, hello or whatever, and happy 420 or something. Backwards is 42024. Yeah. I can go on a computer and join you. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can. Okay, Sick, if you want to do that, that's awesome. I am, for the first time, using this, what is it? StreamYard. So.
We got the duck.
What do I have to do? Yeah, we got the duck. I gotta send you a link, and you're gonna give me. How am I gonna get your email with you throwing it out here on the? For
said you gotta send him a link.
Well, you can do it too. To mine is. Oh, I see. Okay, let me see where I can copy and paste. Well, can I do it right here on the thing, or right on the?
That's above my pay grade, man.
Yeah, me too. He's telling me something. So I think got to email it to me. Okay, he's with me. He's following me. I'm like, gosh, you can see what I'm doing and talking about. Man, he's reading into me. He knows. All right, let's see where we can find maybe some of this. You are live. Comments, banners. It's a private chat. We don't want a private chat. See, because I had all that. Oh, I know. No, I don't know. I've got the link here. Let's see what this link will do. Here's your link.
Yeah, and what? You might have to monitor and make sure ain't nobody somebody else don't jump on here with
that link.
Yeah, somebody else don't jump on here that you don't want on here, because there's some, we're decent bunch of what.
You can email me and I'll reply to them, because I don't mind putting my emails on my page anyway.
Right. You guys asked for my emails, because I remember sending you something before. So that's how I got your information before. I don't care. I've been trying to set up a email link for this channel, but I ain't figured it out how to do it just yet.
Yeah. Well, if you email me, Sick, I will email you this link.
He's got him a new computer down there himself. He made a video out about it.
When I switch to a page, like I go and I switch to my email page, I'm going to go right now. You still see me and all?
I can still see, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know how it works, so I was just checking.
Y'all can still see me when I switch into the. I can pull up the comments, but if I do, you can't see me. I can't see y'all anyway.
You go black. That's all right. Yep, 1 second, he said. So yeah. Yeah, I think you can run up to like 6 people on these streams, and if you want more, I think it's there again. It goes like you got to upgrade, and I'm like, yeah, I'll probably never have more than 6 people on here, let alone 3 or whatever.
Yeah, anytime you want me to come on here, man. I mean, I ain't trying to be a hog. Oh
yeah.
But anytime you want me to come on here, man, I don't care. I usually, if I ain't got nothing to do, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm more important or anything, but I might be. Sometimes I might be tied up with something, or she might tie me up. Who knows? We can only hope.
Give you a shout and see what you're doing. You usually, yeah, man, let's just go for it. Like you're easy. I appreciate you, man. You make things easy for me to try out, because I'm a little more apprehensive, to go just get on live stream and wait for somebody to show up. It's better to have somebody planned out. Say, let's do a chat or whatever. So
I've been asking a couple more people on mine. They ain't got back to me yet. I don't know if I have to send it. I ain't saying nothing bad about them. I know everybody's got whatever they got to do, got going on, and I might have to wait, and see when they can get on here. Julie says she's waiting till she gets her channel set up. Understandable. I've asked T-Bone. Of course, he's busy during. I don't know what he does for a living, but he does something. He's busy, and Buck drives truck, different things like that. And I think Josh has got a band. I put his song up today on my community page. If you haven't checked that out, he's got a new original song out there. It's really cool. I like it. I posted it on my community page. Josh Harris, JD and the Queens, and different people like that. I'm trying to get a couple. I don't know when I'm gonna go back and do a live stream. Today I was at, like I said, I was at his birthday party, so I didn't even try to set one up. I was gonna do one last night, and I got tired and I got hungry, and I said, forget it. And thought I didn't ever fill it out.
All right.
I'm hoping that thing uploads by morning and it don't get shut off. I made sure to plug it in the wall. Everything. I might mount that little pouch to the side of the helmet somehow or another.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Enough glue would hold it.
Hold what?
Enough glue would hold it.
Hold what?
Hold that little pouch on there where I could get my battery mounted to it. I put enough glue in there, it would hold it.
Yeah.
That lady seen me in the gas station today. She's like, "What do you got all that stuff on there for?" I said, "I do a YouTube channel." And she looked at me like she didn't know what YouTube was. I told her, I said, "Well, that's for traffic." I said, "That way if somebody runs me over, maybe I can record it." "Oh, okay." She's like, she just kept on talking about my helmet and all my camera and everything. Y'all will say it because I recorded it.
Yeah.
She don't know she was being recorded. I did tell her I was recording, but I don't know if she paid no attention to it. I don't know if I need them to sign a waiver when they talk to me or not. But put that guy. Well, I stopped at the Mapco and then got behind that slow moving truck. That's what makes. I said, "Well, I could take a 20-minute video and turn it into an hour-long video, dude. But I guess if you ain't no hurry, I ain't either." I said, "Come on." I was afraid. I thought I was going to roach that camera today. The first thing, man, because it sprinkled a little bit, but thankfully it never did rain on me. It sure did look like it was going to. I said, "Well, I still got to go out and get some gas. I'm just going to film it while I'm going." Because I wanted to test that purple panda mic out. I did what you told me to. I did what you told me to with it. Leave that fuzzball in there. Put the fuzzball over the other little foam part. I did do that.
Yep. Yeah, I'd take like a needle nose plier and spread that opening, and then try to shove the mic in there with that foam on it, because it's a little bit rough to get it inside there. That thing is tight.
Oh yeah, and you ain't telling me nothing, man. My eyes are bad. I said you're testing my eyesight. I was like,
you would. Yeah.
I was trying to see it. I was like, all right, good thing this ain't surgery. But I got it on there. It took a minute. This apartment's dark. I guess I need to get bigger light bulbs. I'm a cheapskate, and I got most of my light bulbs are 40 watts, not 60 watts, so it doesn't help my eyesight none. I had to come home tonight from the birthday party, and I said, "Man, this is the first time I've drove at night in a while, and now I know why I don't ride at night." I can't see anymore at night. I just really can't. if I'm going somewhere on a long trip and it starts getting dusty dark, we better pull over. And if nothing else, we're going to sleep beside the road because I'm not riding at night. I can't see nothing. If it's raining, help us all because I may end up in a bush. Says I have 3 comments on here from something. Okay. Did you get my email? Can you send it in YouTube link?
Yeah, I see you sent it. I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for it. Let me hit reload, see if it'll refresh.
We'll bring
in.
You gonna leave this up on your channel?
Yeah, if it records it. It said that the StreamYard wouldn't record it. Remember in the beginning I was talking to you about it?
Right.
But maybe YouTube will have a copy of it itself, and I don't know if it just won't show the graphics that we see now on it, or what they meant by that, or it just won't save a copy of it at all. We'll find out.
Sterling uses StreamYard a lot, and Will Burner does. I have no idea how this works. I have no idea. I'm going to have to start. I'm going to try to check with the library. I guess the next time I upload anything to see if it's going to work there. There's 2 libraries around here close I can try and see if they work. And Mama's Wi-Fi is just, I don't know what happened to it today.
30 minutes maybe.
It was doggone. Her Wi-Fi today, man, was just, it was lagging to beat the band. It was even slower than it's been a band, but maybe it'll upload between now and Monday. I hope nothing don't happen to that thing. I left the tablet up there with it running because if I was going to bring it down here, but I figured if I brought it down here, it would cut it off because that's the only place that's got the Wi-Fi. I checked with Comcast cable internet down here, and they want $500 just to hook me up to internet service. I was like, no, I don't believe it will. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. There's one more internet service around here I'm gonna check with Monday morning, see how much they charge. If it's too much, then it just ain't gonna happen. Yeah. I was gonna do. I meant to do what. I meant to do what you asked me to tell me. It suggested or somebody suggested to go check with the neighbors and just pay them to use their Wi-Fi. I may do that in the morning. There's a young guy that lives down here. He was walking his dog, and I forgot to ask him. Dad, I wasn't thinking about it. If I'm the kind of person, if I'm not doing it right then when I'm thinking about it, and I let it walk off, I forget about it. I'm getting forgetful.
You're not alone, man.
She living up in this apartment, and then you get all the way downstairs, you get all your gear on, you sit on the motorcycle, and you're like, I forgot something, and you have to go back up and get it, and then I forgot something else. You gotta go. Y'all hear me in the video half the time. I'm like, I don't even know if I turned on my brake light or not. That one that's on the back of my helmet. I was like, because I have to remember it. I was thinking about that too when we ride motorcycles. I was like, man, we went through this whole thing of riding motorcycles so we can have freedom and be away from everything. And then here we are motor vlogging and got all these cords tied to everything.
Oh, I know, for real. I think about that all the time. It's like I can't remember the last time since I started motovlogging and that I have not got on my motorcycle without a camera. You know, whether you're using it just for, you know, traffic purposes or just something, not because, you know, you motovlog every time or, you know, say something, but it's like I can't go out there. What if you miss something, you know, even if you're not talking, what if you find something really cool out there, you know, or an accident, you know, heaven forbid, you know, that's like,
right. Well, today there must have been a car show somewhere down here today because that's usually the only time you ever see a bunch of antique cars on the road. And I didn't know it. If I knowed it, I'd have went and shot the thing with the camera. Not that I'm no kind of Steven Spielberg or anything, but I like to look at these old cars. And there's a bunch of them in town. I think they have Saturday night cruise-ins around here once a month, but I ain't sure. They don't advertise anything around here. You know everything after the fact.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you go to riding, I probably don't carry the camera if I was to go to work or something because it's such a short ride. It just takes 10 minutes to get there. I mean, it takes longer to get the stuff on than you would film it. I'm not. Sometimes I just don't. I just like you. I'm just always on here filming something or other. And then I look at it and go, I think that looks all right. I'll stick it up there. To me, what I think's interesting, somebody might not, but it's all subjective.
Yeah.
Today I took y'all down when it uploads, I took y'all down one of my little favorite rides.
Yeah, man.
It's just a little short ride. It would have been better if it wasn't the truck wasn't side to get in front. Every time I take off down one of these back roads, I find somebody that decides they can't make the big pedal go. I mean, you ain't got a speed demon down there, but at least get it about 35 miles an hour. Come on. I mean, I ain't kidding you, dude. He was going every bit of 15, 20 miles an hour. I had it in first gear, and I pretty much just let it idle all the way down the road because if I gave it any throttle, I was going to just run all over him. I said, we're going tractor speed now. But it's still a nice little ride. I like it. I found another one over there. I'm going to go take. I don't know where that one goes. I'm kind of curious if it don't go where I don't need to be. I think that road goes over where I don't need to be going.
Right.
We have certain elements down here, and I won't say anything, but we got certain elements down here. You just don't need to be back off in them woods. But I mean, how you gonna know what's down there unless you take off and go? I got a couple ideas for rides. Want to get y'all back out there on top of Weiss Lake. The other day, like I said, I've done rode over 600 miles, but I didn't film any of it because my camera was down at the time. Now I got a camera, and I'm ready to film it and see what's going on with it.
Another 400, you get you an iron butt under your belt.
Oh,
I don't know if I could do that, honestly. I tell you, that's a lot.
I don't know if this counts or not, but when I first bought that bike, it had about 8,000 miles on it. I'm only the third owner of it. It had about 8,000 miles on it. It just now rolled over 27,000 miles on it. And I put all them extra ones on it.
Yeah, man.
I run it, literally run the wheels off of it. Them Dunlops seem to be okay on there for what they are. I'm wanting to switch that seat out. I've heard good and bad things both about Saddleman, so who knows? They're supposed to build it, customize it to you. I don't know how that even works, if that's just a gimmick or what, but they're supposed to build them to your size and your height and all that kind of specification. So it may just be a marketing employee. Who knows? But
you got to send them a butt print, a memory foam.
Boy, that'd be a have to get you one of them. That like they use when you do your fingerprints. Have to get you one of them pads to sit on it, and then sit there. I don't know how that necessarily works. It's California, that's about all. Yeah. But that's the cheapest of all the seats I found. Not that cheap get you anything these days, but it's for a little over $400 just for the base model seat like that. Some of them cost more than that, but I would like that's got the stock seat on it. I don't know if that'd help my back or not. I am gonna get me one of them kidney belts. I found one for $170. I mean, it ain't cheap, but it ain't bad. I need to get one. He was wanting me to swim with him today, and I told him, I said, dude, if I get out there and swim, you're going to have to pull me in. I'm going to drown. I said, as bad as my back is and bad as my hips is, I'm all stove up. I can't do it. I watched him play in water, dude. He swims like a fish. He swam from one end of that pool to the other end. He sent me in for I come up first morning to upload them videos. He said, "You going over with me, Uncle, ain't you?" I said, "Yeah, you invited me, didn't you?" He said, "Yeah, won't you come?" I said, "Oh, I'll be there then." My other nephew wants to ride a motorcycle with me. I said, "Dude, I'll come pick you up one day, and you can come." I said, "I'll come get you. Probably not. I'll get you next weekend or the next." And I said, "We'll go for a ride." He's going to be, I think he's 10, 11 years old. I'm going to take him and might take him and his sister for a ride. I got 4 nephews and 2 nieces.
How old was the one you visit today?
He turned 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, I named
him. Pretty energetic and all?
Done what?
Is he pretty energetic and all? Like,
oh man, he's a live wire, dude. He's wound up, man. He's got a little bit of autism, and he's just. And when he hits ready, he's on go. He gets up in the morning by 3 o'clock, and he's running wide open until he hits the floor, till he goes to bed at night. Yeah. And he sits there and me and him. plays his video games. First one thing another, he shows me stuff, and I try to get interested in the things he does because he'll come over and sit down and talk to me. That's one reason why I started doing YouTube too, so he can watch my videos. He's too little to ride with me, and he can watch videos and watch me ride. He likes doing that, and everything. But my other, I got 4 nephews and I got 2 nieces, and one of them, the older nephews, he asked me if he could ride with me. I said, I don't care. He said, but I don't know if my daddy will let me. I said, I ain't worried about your daddy. I said, I'm your uncle. I'm the one to get you in trouble. I said, I'll bring you helmet. Come on. I won't take him far. I won't take him far. I'll just take him around the loop and back.
That's what I did with my grandbabies too, man. I was really paranoid about taking them, on a ride because, but I went and I bought one of these little belt things that you clip around your waist, and it's a harness goes over. So, and it goes around them as well, so you can clip them in, and then they got handles on the back to hold on to you, like back here, so they don't have to be all tried to hug around you and sucked up in their, helmet up on you like this, and then they can't. That ain't no fun. They hold on like this here, and then they can look around a little bit, I just go, 20, 30 mile an hour at the very most and go around the back.
I'm not. Yeah. I don't do that with anybody. Whoever rides with me, I don't care how many years they've been riding. If anybody's sitting on the back, I don't care if they've been riding for 100 years. I'm not going to haul it with anybody on there. I don't get it over 50 miles an hour, 50 at the, I've had a couple women ride on the back, but I don't try to show out on stuff. And I've rode with a couple of people in some group rides, and they start acting crazy like that, and they start bragging, hey, I was running 123 times. Like, yeah, it's time for me to cut out. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Well,
but I've seen them. This dude out around here, they make car seats that bolt on the back of bikes. He had his baby in a car seat, bolted down the back of his bike, going down the road with.
I saw a picture of that. I didn't know if it was real or not, but yeah, I don't know if I saw it on a reel or just a photo. But I'm sure they Photoshop some of that stuff to irritate some people. I just couldn't imagine somebody really doing that. That would be like.
I guess they did it back in the day. Who knows?
Yeah, the real. Yeah, it was like a 70s. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I think there was a couple of people on some documentaries I seen like that. This dude said that his parents never did own a car, and there was 5 kids, and the daddy would have 2 of them on the seat behind him. And they had a sidecar, and mom would be riding in the sidecar with the other 3.
I've seen some of those in the Philippines. They show some actual footage of that where they got the whole family on the motorcycle.
They pack everybody on there, don't they?
Yeah.
They're riding, and the front wheels up off the ground, just the back is the only one touching.
They know what they're doing, man. Got the big old knobby tires going through mud and dirt roads, and here I'm worried about a few little grass clippings on the tar,
Yeah, talk about riding in the carpool lane. They're gonna make sure everybody carpools.
Yeah, I know, right? Who stopped in here? We got Desert Outlaws in here, the whole family on the scooter. Yeah, he knows. He's probably seen that too. He slept in the back window of the car back in the day.
Oh, we done that too.
North by Southeast. Yeah, man.
We even had those station wagons that had the seat facing the back, and it had that crank down window on the station wagon. If the parents slammed on the brakes too fast, you were going out the back.
Yeah. Well, I remember like the old, what was it, Graffiti had Ron Howard in. I forgot what it was called. American Graffiti. Yeah, we had to try it. It had a big Ford LTD, so we used to have, the drive-in movies.
Right.
And we'd get, of course, a couple of us in the back because, we wanted to save our money for beer. We didn't want to spend it on, movie tickets. So
those LTDs, and I had a Dodge Magnum, which is like a Chrysler Cordoba. You could put 4 15-inch tires completely filled full of air in the trunk, still had room for groceries.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, we'd ride pickup trucks without any seat belts, and we're still alive.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Your mama's arm was an airbag in those days. You remember that? When she slammed on the brakes too hard, she threw her arm across it. Hold it.
The airbag, the one arm airbag, yeah. barking the tread.
Or shoot,
Yeah.
your grandpa would take and have them old Ford trucks with the vinyl seats, and he'd have turtle wax on the seat, and every time you go around the curb, you'd slide from one side of the truck to the other.
Oh yeah, because you had the big bench seats up front too a lot. You sway back and forth. My uncle had a
bench seats was good for when you was going out on a date, because that way she could slide over here close to you.
Yeah, you didn't have to even move, right? You just saw everything right there. The desert say here says my uncle had a Volvo wagon that had a little bench that faced towards the back like that, and we would drive through Los Angeles. It was so sick as a kid. Oh yeah, big fun, man. Yeah, I miss the older vehicles that we used to ride around in.
You put a kid.
Bring back so many memories. I could think of probably a bunch of stories, but.
Oh yeah,
like what? Oh, go ahead.
One of the ones we did, one of you talking about stories and stuff like that. One of the things that we did, we went down to Gaston, and my sister's daddy bought a big grandfather clock and then a Monte Carlo. I think it was Monte Carlo, and didn't have nowhere to put it. The car took and blowed up, so I had to call my uncle up there, and they put a big grandfather clock in the back end of a Mercury Cougar. We went up the freeway with it, with a grandfather clock sticking out of the back of a Mercury Cougar.
Sound like you said Mercury Cougar.
It might have been it was a Cougar mobile with all the women he had in it for sure. I like that on Shade Tree. I've told him Shade Tree he needs to make that a shirt. He's got that saying on his all the time. Put your Cougar on the scooter.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that too, man. He comes up with a lot of them.
I said you need to put that on a T-shirt.
Yep. Goodness.
I've got
to talk about things that we could do back in the day. I was telling my daughter. I remember we used to go striped gopher hunting. Out in the country, you got all the gravel roads. It's all farmland out there. And this is Minnesota, and you stick the 22 out the window, and you shoot the little striped gophers because you'd whistle or whatever. They come peek up out of the hole, and look around and.
Like prairie dogs.
Yeah, you go out and shoot those for fun, and it's just pretty cool to do. You get right out of your car, didn't think nothing of it. Today, what would happen? You'd be like a possible terrorist suspect or something,
Yeah, well, not with this accent. They go, I hate just redneck. But I was telling my sister's husband today. We was talking about riding around. And I said, man, when I was 13 years old, I had an old white Ford truck, just like the one they had on Dukes of Hazzard. Old Uncle Jesse's truck, long wheelbase Ford. Thing had a 3-speed on the column, no power steering, 390 motor. Here I am, 13 years old.
Ooh.
I bought that thing when I was 13 years old. I drove it everywhere with no tag, no insurance, and no license. Went everywhere I wanted to go. You couldn't do that now, man. You'd get caught.
Yeah, Dad had just talking about, I don't know what it was, a early 60s truck. It all rusted out, and it was the garbage truck, when we were building our home down at the lake there. That's where we threw all our garbage in. It may sit there for quite a while, and of course, that's when I was just learning. Before I had my license, Grandpa let me drive that thing. We go to the dump in it, and that was a 3 on the tree, and it would jam just out of nowhere.
You
had to know the trick. You had to go get out. Like that would happen like on, in town on Main Street. Of course, it was a small town. It wasn't that big a deal. Have to get out, throw the hood up. I knew what I was doing. I got out there, I had confidence. Yank that gear thing back out, get back in. We head on down the road, head to the dump.
Or you would take it either. I always have to carry a cement block with you in the bed of the truck, and you had to get out and throw the cement block under the wheel, climb under, and untangle the gears. Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and they had them old generators on them old trucks, and every time you'd stop at the stop sign or red light, your lights would go dim on your vehicle, and you have to rev the motor up and make the lights go brighter.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to slow down or something other, the lights get real dim, rev it up, the lights get bright again, take off.
Yeah. Yeah, you knew you were in trouble then.
And the only kind of radio that ever came in those things was those old Philco radios with 8-track.
Philco, yeah, you remember that name. I wouldn't have remembered it.
Philco, and it had an 8-track in it. I had an 8-track. I had an old truck one time that had that radio like that, had an 8-track in it, had an 8-track of Elvis stuck in it. It wouldn't come out. I learned Elvis real good because it would just constantly. Had that one little speaker stuck in the dash. Sometimes the tail lights would work, sometimes they wouldn't. You had to get out and kick the side of the truck every now and then to get the tail lights to work. You get pulled over by the cops. Hey, you ain't got no tail lights. If you'll let me get out, I'll fix it. Kick the side of the truck. Now they work.
Just a little tap or some little trick. Yeah, I remember when CBs first came out too. Gosh, that would have been like mid-70s or something. Of course, well, they've probably been out a little while, but I remember when we first got one, you know, that was a big deal, man. Midland was one of the name brands. I don't even remember Cobra back in the day, but Cobra's been more of a popular brand, huh?
I had an old CB back when cell phones first came out. It has strong enough signal on it that I could pick up cell phone calls whenever somebody would pull up next to me at the red lights. I could hear their cell phone call on it.
Wow.
That's how strong that thing was. And I remember it had a whip antenna.
Yep.
You had to take and get out at going through the drive-thru. You had to get out and take that whip antenna and roll it up in the window, or you would knock the little lights out in the drive-thru.
I think they had hooks for them because they'd keep them bent back sometimes, you know, just be going down the road with them already bent back.
I just left I had no Plymouth Valari, and I just let it whip. And if I forgot to take and tuck the antenna in, I always knocked the lights out in the drive-thrus. You'd hear the lights going.
Yeah, I remember when that was the thing to have. I wanted to get like the home base so bad. If they were like $800, $900, and my dad, you know, he did heating and air conditioning, and he taught me how, like, he could build these really exotic bird houses, you know, because we'd get those for the what are they, Martins or something? I forget what they were. A bird that ate a lot of bugs. Anyway, they're nice to have around. And it looked like a Chinese pagoda or whatever. And that'd take a lot of time, you know. And I'd go around the neighborhoods trying to sell these bird houses so I could fund me a $800 home base at home, you know. And I really didn't have nobody to talk to. Maybe your friends, but that's, you know.
That was like a cell phone back in that was like our cell phone.
Yeah. Technology, it was interesting.
You could, again, especially living around here, we was real close to the interstate. You could always pick up the truckers and stuff.
Oh, on my amplifier, my guitar amp, I get somebody like, what is he? Probably about 20 miles away. He's making sound checks. He's going through all these different numbers and. Oh, I'm pulling this and I'm doing that and whatever. Come through my guitar amplifier, clear as a bell. I actually recorded on my cell phone once, threw it up on Facebook, and everybody else could hear it too. It was pretty interesting. Like, yeah.
I miss that when I had, like I said, when the first cell phones come out, that thing had a strong enough thing when I guess they was on the same bandwidth. You could, when somebody would pull up next to you at the red light and they had a cell phone or had a car phone, you could hear every word they were saying. It would play through the CB.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what kind it had on it. I could pick up anything with it I wanted to pick up with it. I had no Plymouth Valari. My Uncle Randall had one of them AMC Javelins, if you remember them.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of a sporty car, yeah.
They had no back seat, you know.
Yeah.
Just two front seats. Alabama state troopers actually used those as state trooper cars back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And whenever they would arrest somebody, they would handcuff them, throw them in the trunk.
Yeah, kind of shaped like a Duster, won't it? A little bit.
It's the
Javelin. I remember seeing them.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just like a 2-seater sports, like a muscle car. It had the same motor in it.
Yeah,
it had that 360 in most of them. I think what they came out with. But he had a green one. He had all kinds of cool cars, man. Him and my uncle Don, they all the time had something other. I wish he still had that Firebird. I liked the Firebird.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 69 Firebird. He had all kinds of. He had a Chevelle, different motorcycles.
As a kid, that's all you'd see out on the road. A lot of Camaros, tons of Camaros, a dime a dozen, man. And now you don't even. It's rare you see muscle car on the road anymore, unless they're driving to a car show, maybe.
Yeah, they take it out on the weekend. You like I said, we even had them. I think it was a pretty national wide brand. Do you remember them OK car lots? It was like the OK. Had the blue and the yellow circle was the OK car lots. They used to sell them. They would sell them.
Sorta.
They had them down here all the time, and you could buy them muscle cars for a little bit of nothing.
Yeah, they're like what, $2,000 and $3,000 when they came out.
Oh yeah, you could get. You could get a muscle car for nothing back then. If we could go back to the '80s, buy a bunch of them now and bring them.
Yeah, throw them in the garage and just save them. Oh,
I think he got that Chevelle. I believe he gave right around about $5,000 for it, and he just had all kinds of hot rods. He totaled most of them, but it was just cars to us back then.
Yeah. Let's see, what time is it?
It's getting on to be 10:30 here.
11:30. Yeah, I got to get up and go to pick up grandbabies tomorrow. We're supposed to go do a seafood boil. Whatever that means. I think
that's something like
gets thrown out on like a table and put out like on a spread, and you just grab stuff. Not even really dished or nothing. But
I think it's like crawfish and sausage. Andouille sausage and
potatoes, maybe. I don't know.
I believe potatoes in there and ears of corn.
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah.
Phil Zilla done a video of the sunrise over at the same place y'all went and rode the other day, the Outer Banks in North Carolina.
Yep.
Was it North Carolina?
Yeah.
Phil Zilla done the exact same video. He was up there too. The one that gave me the GoPro camera. Yeah, he said he was up there. He done the video where it was the sunrise he was shooting, or sunset, one to the other. I can't remember now.
One or two of the guys are saying, "Yeah, we're going down there for bike week. And I go down there for bike week all the time, like every year, just about. Now, get a room, stay for a night or two, and it's right there on the, on the beach. And man, we got about halfway there. Says, oh, by the way, bike week ain't till next week. And here I was making these videos, these little shorts saying, go to bike week. I was like, oh, man, ain't for another week. This was pre-bike week, okay? Pre-bike week. And it starts. I think it starts this weekend. Matter of fact, we're going to go down there next weekend. Actually ride down there again.
Go down to Banks?
Yeah, if I just go to the Outer Banks, like Kitty Hawk and all that.
Yeah.
It's like about 90 miles from my house if you just go straight there. But, we take this longer way and go south of where we want to and then come back up the coast.
Ain't Memorial Day coming up in May?
I suppose.
Usually around Memorial Day in Pelham, Tennessee, they used to have Hog Fest up there. I ain't been in about 4 years. It's a bike rally up there, but if I'm just honest with you, I don't really care much about going to bike rallies anymore.
Country boil.
But I want to get down to see the ocean. I ain't never seen the ocean. I want to go see the ocean. And I'd like to go ride out across the desert. I was watching a show today where they was running out across the desert. I thought, man, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If it don't cost nothing but money. If I just get out there and ride.
Yeah, man.
That battery thing came with 75% charge on it already out of the box.
Oh yeah, had a little juice ready. You got something you was able to charge it, I'm sure. So.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty. I've got more cords here than Radio Shack.
Yeah. I guess Sick bailed on us. I couldn't get them on there. That's too bad. I couldn't get them the link. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how. I guess if I'm gonna have people join me, you already have to have a way to like you're the only one, you and I think Ray Gregory, the only ones I got that I could actually get a hold of to give links and have join the chat. So anybody still listening, Desert, whatever you want to send me, my email is on my homepage on my YouTube. It's in the chat here somewhere too. So I can always send you a link sometime. I know how to get a hold of you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head out, man. I appreciate you doing this with me, Roland.
No worries, man.
I just wanted to test out all this stuff, see if it was something I wanted to do, and it was something I wanted to do. I was glad I had you to do it with me. Appreciate it, man. And be looking for the Hooligans moto videos tomorrow.
I'm hoping they'll come up tomorrow
with some sound.
I'm hoping
audible.
I'm hoping they'll come out tomorrow. I mean, they're taking forever to upload.
Yeah. Well, if it was already at 60% today and you started, it's by overnight. And it'll probably go a little faster overnight because there'll be less people possibly on the internet, so it might have a little more juice.
I'm hoping. I ain't saying she would, but I'm hoping Mama don't end up cutting it off or something. I don't have to start over. But she does. I'll do it over. I'll do it
trip
again.
over the cord or some shit, right? Yeah, you're like, oh man.
Yeah, or one of she got a little dog in the house. But I got it sitting up on a high shelf, so who knows? I told her, I said, don't let nobody touch it.
Just leave it, yeah.
And just don't let nobody mess with it. But I'm going to try to find me some internet providers around here. But like I said, I think that Charter's got the monopoly over this place. I believe. I don't think you can get anybody else in here, but I'm not paying their prices. I don't like their prices.
Yeah.
I mean, $500 just to set up internet.
You said one of those monopoly places. You only get like one choice.
I think that's what they got down. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think that's what it is. You're kind of limited in this area. There's 3. This tells you how backwoods we are. There's only 3 internet providers down here. I think you got T-Mobile, and you got Charter, and I believe you got Farmers Internet. But I'm not in Rainsville, and I don't think it comes down to Fort Payne. I think it stops at Rainsville. Very limited on. I don't think they ever even put any fiber optics in this area yet. We're still living in with backwoods technology down here.
That's what I say. We'll see when the mail comes to you.
It may be down there now, but if I go out at night, I might get pepper sprayed again, and I'm not.
Yeah, you don't need nothing that bad in the mailbox, man.
It's just downstairs, but I mean, I don't ever come out of the house at night. There's skunks runs around here at night. I did slow down. There it is on the video, so y'all gonna have a bonus here. I did slow down and let y'all see a dead skunk. I said, I'm glad y'all can't smell it, but I can smell it. It's been laying there for a week. I wish somebody would move it. Sitting right in the middle of the doggone driveway when I have to drive right by it. I was like, I'm not moving it. It's above my pay grade. But if I had a shovel, I'd go there and get it, chunk him over in the weeds anyway. But the maintenance man's supposed to do road maintenance down there and keep the road clear. But but I think I got everything together good today. I mean, I'm hoping they'll upload. I did. I put a post out today saying, they'll upload eventually or something like that. I think you commented on it, and all that. But it'll upload when it uploads.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take it's gonna take its sweet time. I'm glad I'm not on fire and having to wait for a glass of water.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thirsty too, man. I was thinking I got to bring a drink next time when I do one of these things.
That's the key thing. If you ever see me, I always bring that big cup.
Yes, I do. Anyway, well, I'm going to head out. We'll see. I'll give you a holler in the morning, or you give me one, and we'll see where that thing's at, and catch up with you guys tomorrow. Thanks for all who showed up, whatever. And
yeah.
Do this again sometime. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get sick this time. If you can, see if we can get his information so I can email him, or maybe he'll get a hold of me finally. I don't know.
I got his number. I'll send him your I'll send him your email address if you don't mind.
Peace, Desert Outlaw. Yeah, definitely. That'd be great.
All right. Well, later, y'all.
Yeah. All right. Peace. Bye-bye.